Hello, everybody. It's me, BRG, and there's this video by this country singer that I've seen going around. Now, keep in mind, I don't listen to country music. Like that's not my deal. But a lot of people on Twitter and various other places are kind of upset about this, rightfully so, because just listen to what this dude is saying. This guy is Jason Aldean. I'm going to go more into his history later, but just look at the aesthetic that this guy is giving off. Apparently, that courthouse is a pretty famous one. Apparently, there were like a few lynchings that took place in front of there. So like you've got a big ass American flag here. I mean, if he's American, okay, like I don't get viscerally upset by the stars and stripes, but like then you've got that dude with the baseball bat and a fire behind him. You got the cops on horses, very slave patrolish look, and you've got a guy lighting a Molotov. State of emergency declared in Georgia. This was during the George Floyd uprising a few years ago. So sucker punch somebody on a sidewalk. Okay, like that shit rarely happens. Okay, the knockout game. That was what he's referring to. So I don't get copyright fucked. You've got the rest of the lyrics here. Sucker punch somebody on a sidewalk. He's referring to the knockout game, which has been debunked. Basically, people thought that young black kids were just going around knocking the shit out of old white and old Asian people. Carjack an old lady at a red light. Pull a gun out on the owner of a liquor store. Yeah, it's cool. Well, act the fool if you like. Cuss out a cop. Spit at his face. Stomp on the flag and light it up. So basically, you've got fucking flag worship and yeah, and it gets a bit more spooky. You got the chorus. Well, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Around here, we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long. For you to find out, I recommend you don't try that in a small town. So, on the surface, Aldean is trying to make it like, oh, we defend our own, we protect our people. But you have this juxtaposition of violent, scary cities in this pure, pristine, small town that is being threatened by these hoodlums and ne'er do wells and bad people from the cities that are just dying to get their hands on your small town and its bar and its I don't know, fucking slaughterhouse. And like it's just this whole notion of a culture war that the horrible cities are slowly encroaching with our horrible big city culture on pure small town America. And it gets even spookier. Got a gun that my granddad gave me. They say one day they're gonna round up. Well, that shit might fly in the city. Good luck. And I love how like these annotators like just basically pick them apart. If Jason would receive a gun from his grandfather, that would more than likely make it an antique or family relic, meaning it has more value to him than just a regular gun. So he's basically going to take this old antique World War One era gun that probably shot more than its share of black people when it was functional, and use this to fight these rioters from the city. Full of good old boys, raised upright if you're looking for a fight. Good old boys is a term used to refer to white men born in southern regions of the USA that most of the time share conservative viewpoints. For their love of their country and protecting their traditions, they don't mind going to unlawful lengths to protect what is so called theirs, as Aldean seems to suggest in this song. So, the courthouse that this character was standing in front of, because this guy is basically a character, okay? He's not an authentic redneck. He's not even from a small town. The Maury County Courthouse, it's uh, a site where numerous black people were lynched and killed. And it also had a whites only event called the Good Old Boys Roundup, which took place annually until 1996. Okay, that's within my lifetime. Granted, I was 2 years old, but I was still alive. And you were still having whites only events that were taking place in this country. So this is Aldean's response. He put it on Twitter. In the past 24 hours, I have been accused of releasing a pro lynching song, a song that has been out since May and was subject to the comparison that I, direct quote, was not too pleased with the nationwide BLM protests. These references are not only meritless but dangerous. There's not a single lyric in the song that references race or points to it, and there isn't a single video clip that isn't real news footage. And while I can try to respect others to have their own interpretation of a song with music, this one goes too far. As somebody pointed out, I was present at Route 91, where so many lost their lives, and our community recently suffered another heartbreaking tragedy. Try that in a small town, for me, refers to the feeling of a community that I had growing up where we took care of our neighbors regardless of differences of background or belief, because they were our neighbors, and that was above any differences. My political views have never been something I've hidden from, and I know that a lot of us in this country don't agree on how to get back to a sense of normalcy where we go at least a day without a headline that keeps us up at night, but the desire for it to. That's what this song is about. So basically, it's just reactionary nostalgia for a time when they could do horrible things to people for simply coming from a different place. Hence the title, Try That in a Small Town. So, yeah, it's a racist song. It's a shitty song. It's a pro lynching and pro vigilante violence song. And the ironic thing is that when black people, like the Black Panther Party and other non white, colonized, or otherwise fucked with people in this country pick up arms in our self defense, then we're treated like shit and everybody says that we should go to jail. But when people like Aldean do it with his ancient ass antique gun he acquired from his granddaddy, then it's all fair and good. So, who is Jason Aldean? Again, I've never heard of this guy because I don't listen to country music. So, he was born in 1977. He's a Gen Xer. Small town, but the small town is 140 plus year old white people. So, he was born in Macon, Georgia. How big is Macon, Georgia? This is a city that has 157, 346,000 people. The metropolitan area has 234, 802,000 people. It is the largest city in the Macon Warner Robins combined statistical area, which had approximately 420,693 people in 2017 and abuts the Atlanta metropolitan area to the northwest. So this guy is not from like fucking Vidor, Texas, which we're going to visit later. Like this guy is basically from Atlanta and he's saying about a small town. So has he ever lived in a small town? During the summer, he spent time with his father in Homestead, Florida. Homestead is a city within Miami-Dade County. The population was 80,737 people. As of the 2020 census, Homestead is primarily a Miami suburb and a major agricultural area. It is a principal city of the Miami metropolitan area, which was home to an estimated 6 million people and change in 2015. So this guy grew up in Macon, Georgia, and Miami, yet he's singing about a small town. Let's see what other foolishness this guy has gotten up to. Ugh, personal life, that's always juicy. He owns a hunting company called Buck Commander in partnership with former Major League Baseball players Adam LaRoche, Ryan Langerhans, and Tom Martin, Willie Robertson of Duck Dynasty, another fake redneck, and fellow country singers like Luke Bryan and Tyler Farr. His annual income is $43.5 million in 2015. He was the seventh highest earning country musician, making about $32.5 million in 2017. In 2017, Aldean was on Forbes' 7 Celebrity 100 list, being ranked at 98. So this dude is rich as fuck, and he's trying to appeal to poor, working class, or lumpen proletarian white people in small town America. So what is it about small town America that like people are so nostalgic for? Okay, because my grandmother and millions of other black people's grandparents fled these types of small towns. Okay, like my grandma was from the Delta region, LaFleur County, Mississippi, and I remember we went down there for a family reunion in 2011, and I was like, "Hey, grandma, do you want to go back to Mississippi?" She was like, I didn't leave shit down there." Like she was petrified. She did not want to go back down there because it's bad memories. Like there's nothing down there but fucking cotton fields and rednecks that are not too keen on seeing black people. So uh this kind of like reminds me of the whole concept of a sundown town. What exactly is a sundown town? Okay. It's where places like this happen. Murder of James Byrd Jr. He was murdered by two white men, two of whom were avowed white supremacists in Jasper, Texas in 1998, again, within my lifetime. So they beat the shit out of this dude and they dragged him for 3 miles behind a Ford pickup truck along an asphalt road. He was conscious for much of this ordeal. He was killed about halfway through the dragging when his body hit the edge of a culvert, which chopped off his arm and his head. The murderers drove on for another 1.5 miles before dumping his torso in front of a black cemetery. Brewer and King were the first white men to be sentenced to death for killing a black person in the history of modern Texas. Again, 1998, and it took them that long to sentence white people for murdering black people. Like, keep in mind, this is Texas, okay? Like the worst of the South. Vigilante Justice Central. Thousands, tens of thousands of black people have lost their lives in Texas at the hands of angry white mobs or angry white people who they got into it with. Yet it took them until 1998 to actually apply the same penalty that they do for us. So, what is Jasper? Well, where is Jasper? Uh, it's kind of a relatively big small town, I guess. In 2000, it had 8,247 residents, around 250 businesses. Uh, they did not get a black police chief until the 2000s, and they ended up firing him. So, yeah, shitty place to live. So, what exactly is a sundown town? A sundown town basically is a place where black people are not welcome after sundown. And you might think that, oh, this is some shit that happened like in the South, like ages ago. Like, no. Look at this map. They have a map of sundown towns. And the South actually has relatively few. Like, what usually happened in the South was that you either had all black towns, like a few in Mississippi. You had like Renova, Mississippi. That was a all black neighborhood. Well, all black town. Um, Renova, you have Exposed, Mississippi, New Africa, Mississippi, various all black towns. Or what would usually happen was you had black towns or you had black parts of towns. So you had the white people live over here, you had the black people live over here. The black people would cross into the white area to go to work or take care of business, but they were not allowed to live there. Okay, so it wasn't, you had sundown parts of towns. Like, yeah, if you were caught across the railroad tracks in fucking, I don't know, Vicksburg, Mississippi, yeah, some bad shit probably happened to you. But in these sundown towns, like, and this was not really a southern phenomenon. Like, if I zoom out the map, you've got a bunch over here in California, and you've got a bunch in southern Illinois and Indiana. Indiana is basically sundown town central. So, let's just randomly click on one. Let's start where I'm from, St. Louis. Granite City, Illinois. Heavy industrial area. So, Granite City, Illinois. Sundown town in the past. Surely, was there an ordinance? Yes. Written evidence? Was there a sign? When they're asking about a sign, like they literally would put up signs in some of the smaller towns that said like Negro. Granted, they didn't say Negro. They said the other word, the one that ends with an ER. Don't let the sun set on your black ass in bumfuck Ohio. What a Negro in their right mind would be doing in bumfuck Ohio is beyond me. But yeah. So the population of Granite City was booming between 1890 and 1930, while the black population dwindled as each year passed. In the early 1900s, there was said to have been an African American school, but no one seems to know what happened to it and why it disappeared. A lot of this stuff is collected through like oral history, like you talk to old people who actually remember this stuff. Brooklyn, Illinois, that was an all-black town that was established by freed slaves. Madison, Illinois, Dupo, Illinois. See, a lot of this is just like collecting information from people who actually have memories of shit that happened when black people tried to move in. I was aware of one black family that moved into a rural Dupo home on Old Cement Hollow Road. I can visualize where it is, but I do not know the address in the 1980s, only to be run out by a cross burning. And you could tell a sundown town also by the census statistics. In 1950, Dupo, Illinois had 2,239 people, 99.3% white, 1 Negro. Negro in quotations. 1980, all white, 4 of Hispanic origin. 1970, all white. 1990, 99.3% white, 0.2% black. And 2000, 97.2% white, 1.2 black. So, I also have this book. It's called Sundown Towns, A Hidden Dimension of American Racism by James Lowen, who died a couple years ago. But it actually goes like deep into the history of this phenomenon. Sundown towns often were set up by like race riots, like something happened, like there was economic competition. So white people would get together and basically burn out the black people, like go out and shoot everybody or that they could catch or beat the fuck out of them and burn down their houses and steal all their stuff and make them leave. And then after all of the black people had left, they would set up a sign or they would pass an ordinance which basically said that black people are not allowed to come here after sunset, and they're certainly not allowed to live here because after sunset, if you live in a place, you're going to be there. So that was how many of these things ended up being set up. Wood River, Illinois, that used to have a pretty big Nazi demographic. What is to be done about sundown towns? I don't know. Go Sherman and burn them all to the ground. But yeah, so a lot in Indiana, a lot around Chicago. So Chicago itself wasn't a sundown town, obviously, because black people have always lived in Chicago. As a matter of fact, a black person named John Dupont du Sable or something, I don't know French, but du Sable founded Chicago. So it'd be kind of funny if a town founded by a black dude was ended up being a sundown town. So you've got all these little municipalities. Cicero, I know for sure was fucked up. Like Martin Luther King actually did a march in Cicero, and like he was nearly murdered. Like he said, he was more afraid of Cicero than he was in Mississippi. So what happened at Cicero? Police at first prevented Mr. and Mrs. Harvey Clark from moving into an apartment building occupied by whites. When a federal court intervened, a white mob formed and reduced the interior of the building to a shambles. Of the 120 mobsters arrested, 2 were convicted and fined $10 each. A grand jury proceeded to indict the owner of the building, the rental agent, and the attorney of the victim. A year later, Cicero's chief of police and 2 policemen were fined from $250 to $2,000, but the fines were rescinded another year later by the U.S. Court of Appeals. Eventually, the owner of the building, Miss Camille DeRose, sued the Clarks and 11 other Negroes for $1 million, charging that they had conspired to defraud her and send her to prison and a mental institution. She was admitted to the latter. On September 18, 1951, a Cook County grand jury indicted the NAACP attorney defending the black family trying to move into Cicero, the landlady, and her rental agent, not the mob. After the 1951 riot, Cicero writes were outraged that Governor Adlai Stevenson had called out the National Guard, so the town flipped and voted for Dwight Eisenhower in 1952, and has been Republican ever since. In Cicero, during an MLK march in 1966, white counter-protesters physically assaulted King. Racially exclusionary policies made headlines during the Civil Rights Movement and were not amended as late as 1981, still the center of controversy over non-white residents in 2000. Oh, Cicero is majority Latino now, if I recall correctly, or it has a huge Latino population. So, yeah, a lot of sundown towns around Chicago. You had the typical white ethnic, like, I actually have a book. It's called Black Metropolis. It's about Chicago, and they went around interviewing black people. Like, this is where black people were expected to live if you lived in Chicago. You lived on the South Side. You did not live. You did not live up here. You did not live out in Cicero or other places around there. I have 2 drunks in the chat now. You know, it's funny. Whenever I'm trying to talk about a serious topic, y'all are over in the chat fucking playing. Anyways, so yeah, Whiting, Indiana. Like, it always just amazes me. Like, these places are not places that black people would want to live. Like, what the fuck is there for a black person in Whiting, Indiana? Or look at these fucking places. Like, we live in cities because cities are where the jobs are. Like, what is there for us in Rochester, Indiana, or Rowan, Indiana? Like, none of these places nobody's ever heard of. LaGrange, Vicksburg, Michigan. Yeah, if you have a place that's named after a city in the South, you're probably not going to have a good time there. Mount Gilead, Ohio. Crooksville, Ohio. Like, why would I want to live in a place called Crooksville? But all the major metropolitan areas, I mean, like, it was mainly suburbs. Like, North Amityville, that was an all-black town. They need to put some of these, like, little places in New York, like, Bensonhurst. There were race riots there. A black dude was murdered up there because they thought he was seeing a white woman. But there's like sundown neighborhoods, I guess you could call them. Levittown, New York. Yeah, that was sundown. Like, it was built with racial covenants. So, yeah, all over the country. L.A. People think L.A. is sunny and progressive and nice. Not necessarily. Compton was a sundown town. Manhattan Beach. Santa Ana. So, yeah, that's the phenomenon, and I'm really glad that this map exists. So, do they still exist today? I found quite a few YouTube videos from people on that have Texas, like people that have actually been to these places. Like, they go to the most racist town in Texas. I give props to these people because this is not some shit I would do. My temper is too bad, and like, no, like, again, like, who the fuck would want to go to these places unless you're making a video about how you went to the most racist town in Texas?
The state that I've been living in almost my whole life. Huntsville, the place where I've been attending school for a whole school year, which also happens to be one of the most racist places in Texas. Racism has been roaming around the internet for a long time, and within the past couple of weeks, it's been a very big concern. Though Huntsville is known to be racist, I have never encountered anything racist towards me. So I'm going to drive a couple hours back today to really see. Hopefully, I don't encounter things such as this.
This right here is the biggest hoax there ever was.
It's just a mixed transaction.
Yeah, black lives do matter, but what about ours, man?
Apparently black people's lives matter more than us.
Apparently.
About 10 minutes, I'm gonna be back. You better be fucking gone.
This was in Arkansas.
Chicago or New York is cold enough for the shit to be out of it.
Have a little pride in the race, brother. What pride? Full pride.
Explain to me why I couldn't find that.
Yeah, I was hoping none of that would have happened, but for the first time today, out of my 19 years of living, a white man called me the N-word. Congratulations, my nigga. It's crazy, because I was just posted up on the block. You feel me?
How you posted up on the block in a fucking town that doesn't even have blocks?
Let's get into the video.
if your city has less than 5,000 people, your city does not have blocks.
Now, originally, we was going to a restaurant called
City Hall Cafe. This girl in my store had slid up. I did a video basically going to the most racist restaurant. Well, I thought it was the most racist restaurant. She was like, nah, you should have went to City Hall Cafe. They got Confederate flags in there. I quit because they was being racist to me, all type of shit like that.
It don't look like we supposed to be here.
like, bruh, like, look at this fucking place. Like, these racist towns, these sundown towns, like, they always have the, like, look, this looks like some shit that you would see in Fallout. Like, why would any black person want to live here or want to come here? Like, they can have these places. Like, if this is what Aldean is singing about, like, who is going to want to come play the knockout game in a place where your most famous restaurant looks like this?
The video was supposed to only be about the most racist restaurant, but more things kept on happening throughout the day that showed us this whole town was very racist. When we got inside, it became crazy because they set us directly in the back, and they started doing a whole lot of things that you would have saw people do in the past. But we can't take everybody else's word for it. We had to find out on our own.
So when they ask us, we're gonna tell them we're from Lafayette. Yeah.
Lafayette.
Lafayette, nigga, I can't even say it. Let's say.
I don't know how to spell it. What they say spell it? I'm too dumb.
Yeah. How you doing? Oh yeah. They're looking at us weird.
What do you mean by follow me?
Bro,
Why can't we pick? Why we can't pick the table?
bro, get the faces. Get the faces. I'm glad they're looking.
Like, bruh, I really love black people. Like, we will expose ourselves to the most fucked up shit just to be fucking YouTube famous. I swear to God. I am no way am immune to this phenomenon, but like, we are some of the best actors. We are some of the best content creators because we will do some fucked up, emotionally distressful shit just so people know who we are.
You see all the people looking at us when we got here?
I wasn't paying attention.
Everybody was staring at us.
Why they were standing
I'm
there?
trying. I don't know, but I'm trying my hardest not to look. Because for one, when we got up in here, it was one black person, and it was moved off to the side. How you doing?
I'm good, how are y'all?
I'm doing alright.
Can I get y'all started with something to drink?
Water.
Can I get the water? It was black people in the front.
But this is how people get poisoned. Why would you eat at a restaurant in a racist town? Like, you don't know if these people are spitting in your drink. You don't know if these people are putting fucking Visine eye drops in your drinks. Like, I know a guy that was fucked up that way. So he was at a bar and somebody put some Visine in his drink and he was fucked. Like, he has to fucking eat and drink through a bag now. Like, people that want to fuck with you and hurt you, like, there's many, many ways to do that to a person. Like, I would not sit down and eat in this motherfucker.
Wait, talking about the front. Why are we waving in the back?
The people over there look mad. Look at them. Point at them. Don't point hard, nigga. Just act like, you know, like you just pointing the camera and just looking around, but stop on them. You see what I'm talking about? He moved us over here for a reason. We in the back, nigga. We is in the back.
Let's ask him to move to the front. So I don't feel comfortable here. Wait, what is funny?
Oh, they give us mason jars. Nigga, this is some slave ass shit.
Don't y'all drink out of the motherfuckers?
Like, why we can't get a
They gave
cup,
us
bro?
a mason jar.
Okay, so the mason jars could have been a part of their policy. But the fact that their water tasted like toilet, that seems a little fishy to me. My water should not taste or smell anything like a plunger. Not a fresh plunger at that. Okay, so my water
They probably went back there and dipped y'all up some shit out of the damn toilet. Oh my God.
might have smelled and tasted like toilet, but that's really not enough proof. I feel like we can find something else. We're just gonna get in the benefit of the doubt until we found this.
It tastes like they gave me some Sprite that was in the bag.
They gave some, here,
Not
take
hot.
it.
It's not hot at all. Look at us.
They got a sign that say Monkey Road.
They put them right up under the sign that says Monkey Road. Bruh.
Wait, bro. This is scary. We got a question. No, nigga. What are you doing? Take this with you.
But again, like, this is the culture. Like, Monkey Road, toilet water, evil stares. Like, this is the culture that Aldean is defending. This is the culture that Aldean thinks is the best, despite him in his formative years. He grew up in Atlanta and he grew up in Miami. He was never exposed to shit like this. But, like, this is the culture that him and thousands of other reactionaries who make horrible, reactionary, shitty, trash music, like, they think that this is the best culture in the world. Like, they're ready to kill and die, or so they say, to defend this culture. Like, bruh, like, this, what exactly is vindicating about this? The food is probably horrible. The water tastes like trash. They might have even been poisoned, but, like, I just don't get it. Like, for you to say that small town America has the best values in the world, is the best place in the world, everybody should live like this. Everybody should be forced to live like this. Like, to just say that, there is no real explanation for an analysis or for a line like that, besides you being a fucking racist. You're nostalgic for the days when black people were not admitted to restaurants. You're nostalgic for the days when black people were basically property. Like, that's what you miss, even though you try to couch it by saying that, oh, we miss when people looked out for each other. We miss when you could leave your door unlocked at night. Like, no. You miss when black people were kept under what you would call control.
He don't give a damn. You say, no, the Monkey Road is just like, nigga, that's the icing on the cake. That's all we need. That's the proof right there, bro. We don't even need to ask no question.
Hey, guess what? I got a good idea as to why that's there, and I know it. What is that? You know what that is?
Those are fucking slave chains.
No.
Your foot into the horse, right?
Yeah. It's the thing that you put your foot onto the horse. Who used to ride horses back in the day? Tell
I thought they were chains.
me that.
Those are
Slave man.
stirrups.
Nigga, slave masters, nigga.
Slave
That is-
catchers. Slave catchers. Oh, it's the same thing?
Same thing.
I thought the master sent the catchers. I thought the catchers was just in case the nigga get the, you know, he outrun them niggas, so they gotta get the horse, you know what I'm saying? So obviously giving them the benefit of the doubt wasn't gonna cut it. Now I'm searching. Y'all got a sign that said monkey. Now we all know what that meant back in the day. We gotta find something else. What is penal? Penal? Nigga, I got a penal. Right. I don't wanna look at that shit while I'm eating. They put us back here because
They want to go south so we never come back again.
they don't want us here.
It's a punishment.
Why we get
Punish me.
punishment? We just want to eat.
Nigga, punish me, penal my ass. You got me
Punish and penal should not be in the same
Exactly.
sentence, bro. That's not how
I see what they do here. They put all the minorities to the side. Nigga, look that way. Look to the right of me. Nigga, it's only black people over there. You go back that way, it's on the right. They put us in the back because they see we higher class. We got a camera in my hand. Look above behind me. Nigga, that sign say Monkey Road. Monkey Road is crazy. This is really catching my eye because it says Monkey Road, literally. This in itself is enough. Supposedly they had a Confederate flag before and took it down. But now they're putting it right in your face. It might be other things inside of here that we don't know about. But we don't have time right now.
A sign that says Monkey Road.
Yes, like Monkey Road.
Don't think of that's nothing. That's what it is. History,
In history, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
okay, but it could be something else.
Yeah.
In Lampasas, Texas.
There's no monkeys that live in Texas. You put that there for black people, man. There's no fucking... The only apes that live in Texas are Homo sapiens. There's no fucking monkeys in Texas unless you go to the zoo or you're talking about human beings.
Which is like 3 hours down the way. There used to be a zoo. There's a big mansion in the middle of the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got steel bars. It looks like an insane asylum.
Yeah.
It used to be a zoo. Because this rich dude had all these animals. This is like back in the day.
I know what you're thinking. You thought he was, someone else. But no, the people here are brainwashed. He is not woke.
He's in a sunken place.
So they got names for shit that don't even belong.
And in the comments of that country video, Like, you have a bunch of black people. Oh, a black dude that lives in a small town. I'm like, yeah. Like, if you adhere to their culture, if you adhere to the place that they have established for you, which is the place of a fucking Uncle Tom, they're not gonna have any problem with you. Like, even in these original sundown towns, like, there are always like 1 or 2 or 3 black families or 1 or 2 or 3 elderly black people that pose no threat. But they particularly did not like young black men hanging around in the neighborhood or hanging around in the city, because, like, most of the racially motivated violence that's been committed against black people in this country has been under the supposed threat of sex between white women and black men. Like, several analysts have, and historians have placed that as being the primary cause of many of these race riots. It was either the threat of consensual sex between white women and black men. Because when you go back to history, when you go back through history, like, black people came to the English colonies in 1619 on a Dutch ship, right? So there were very, very few, like, English women in these colonies. So the white men started having sex with the black women and producing biracial kids. And under the old laws, these biracial kids were ended up being free because they were descended from Englishmen. But the law was changed so that your status was inherited from your mother. So if your mother was enslaved, it didn't matter if your father was King George III himself. You were a slave. They did that to mitigate the threat, as they saw it, of black people taking over the Virginia colony and carrying that on down the line to the 1800s and the 1900s. They did not want white women having black kids because they thought that if you came out of a white woman, you were black. You weren't biracial or any of that. You were black. And they were afraid of their race being sullied, even though they had been sullying ours for centuries. So a lot of it was white men's fear that their race was going to be bred out, and black men were going to start doing to white women what they did to black women on the plantations for centuries. And you also had economic competition. Like, white people had convinced themselves that black people were an inferior species, like, not race, species. Like, they believed that we were a separate species of human being. So when you have a black person that's doing better, they own land, they own animals, they have their own tools, they don't rely on white people for anything, that's kind of a threat. Because if you have a bunch of black people who don't rely on white people for anything, then what the fuck? So basically you're saying that I live on a lie, that we live under a lie. So that was also the cause of a lot of the race riots that drove black communities out of these small towns, and subsequently led to the passing of ordinances that forbid any other black person to either be in these communities after sundown, after the sunset, or live there.
Today.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but it's because there were monkeys there. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. You just freaked him out, man. You just freaked him out. You got me. All right, John, good.
Okay, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So it is what it is. What you gotta do is look at history first.
Yeah.
To make it.
Oh my God, this guy, we didn't ask for a whole story. The fact that he is not helping us out with what we needed is really making me want to leave every second. I'm tired of standing here. We have other things to do.
And hey, Monkey Road, Huntsville, Texas. Yeah. I'll bet you there's a reason they did that.
You think? I bet there's a reason too. And sitting here by you, listening to you talk all day long is not going to help us find out what we need to find. So in order for us to find the answers, we can't ask him. We need to ask some people in the city. We're going to find out today if this is really the most racist city in Texas.
But this thing gave us a whole long story. He didn't need that shit.
Well, this is still in the same town as that racist restaurant, but look at the city, bro.
Does this not remind y'all of some old racist stuff? Like,
Looks like a fucking like that's how a lot of those wild west southern towns are. You've got all the businesses basically crammed on one side or another of the main street.
I can't even believe I'm out here doing some stuff like this because I'm not this type of person at all, you know? I'm more of a secluded type of guy. I might be going to jail today because look at this place, bro. I don't look like I belong here. Look at the place. It's probably, look at him. Look, you didn't just see him? He just flicked me off.
Seen it.
I hope you got that on camera. So, yeah, I forgot to tell y'all the reason why we're here is because we seen people over here protesting about Black Lives Matter. But we gotta ask them if they heard, like, seen any, like, racist shit in this town. And we gotta ask, like, a lot of people because we heard that this is, like, one of, like, a very racist place.
And bruh's out there doing social investigation.
We gotta ask.
Every black person is just a Maoist that doesn't know it yet.
All right, so this is ironic that y'all are standing here.
It's crazy.
Okay, so we came from Louisiana, and we heard that this is, well, some people told us that this is like, they had some racist encounters here. So you know about it?
Yep.
You can hold the mic. Can you go ahead and tell us a little bit about what you know?
You want to talk about people flying Confederate flags, calling black people slurs, and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, like, I was literally just walking right here, and the dude just stuck his middle finger up at me.
Yep.
I ain't. Yep. It always happens. Is that something that always happen out here?
I would say a lot of it did get heightened after Donald Trump got in office. You know, some of them crazy white.
Man, that's an analysis that I hear a lot. Like Trump, basically, a comrade of mine called Trump America's id. Like after he was elected and the reactionaries like the fascists, the neo-Nazis, all of these bad people realized that they had somebody in state power. Never mind that guy Bannon, who like literally was a fascist. Like they had their people in state power, like they were emboldened. They thought that they could do whatever the fuck they wanted to do. And it's no accident that after Trump was elected, you had the Proud Boys, you had Apple Waffle or whatever the fuck. I'm not going to say their real name. I know what their real name is, but Apple Waffle and all of these other dangerous ass groups that were coming around because they felt that they had protection from the White House. That very common and very correct analysis. Trump basically let the fucking wolves out of their cages.
People come out, you know, with all the, that's back when everybody was flying flags and doing all that stuff. And then after the murder of George Floyd, when all the protests came out, that's when people really started showing who they were.
As far as Huntsville is concerned, there was a big problem out here. It was a big problem. Plus the prisons, all that kind of stuff, man. One thing I will say is, being out here on the corner, you will see a lot of bad behavior from white people. Man, look, because like several times we've been out here, we've been called nigga, motherfucker, everything. Motherfucking niggas, everything you think of. And just some...
This stream was inspired by people talking about a video from a guy named Jason Aldean. He's a very rich country singer, about trying that in a small town. By trying that, he means struggle in a militant way for racial and economic justice. So it's basically a reactionary anthem. And made me think, oh, well, Sundown Town still exists because this guy, you can go watch the video for yourself, but this guy is basically like calling for people who live in small towns to circle the wagons. That's an old settler term, because when indigenous people attacked you and you were in a wagon train, you would circle up the wagons to basically build a ready-made fortress and start shooting people that come from other places that you think mean no good. So yeah, just inspired me to like investigate and talk about sundown towns and how this phenomenon still continues. Like how there are entire towns in this country that black people and other people of color, but mostly black people, are flat out excluded from. Like they are not allowed to live in these places, and it's not like de jure. Like no town in this country has a law that says no black people shall be here after sundown. Black people cannot live here. But it's just a vibe, okay? Like white people will send out vibes saying that we can't do what we used to you, but we're still going to make your life a living hell.
Simply sitting out here, standing out here, just telling everybody that black lives do matter. They'll tell you black lives don't matter out here. It's a shame.
City Cafe.
City Hall Cafe. Yep. I think there's a blackface picture in there too somewhere. Somewhere in there on the wall.
So y'all heard about it being racist
Yeah.
too?
Yep. Cafe Texan, before it closed down, they used to have a door on the side where the black people had to go in, and they did not get rid of that door. It was always kind of just there.
So we weren't tripping. That restaurant really was racist. All the allegations and things that were said about this city have been proved true. It's sad. There's only one more thing that I gotta do before I leave. I need somebody to show me that there are really racist people in this town.
So they beefing, that's a bad thing or a good thing?
Beefing is a good thing. That's a sign of support.
Okay.
But a lot of times people will shout things like all lives matter. We hear white power. We've heard the N-word many times. It's a rallying cry for white supremacy, and it's definitely alive and well in Huntsville.
We've also had people say black lives don't matter, and this is supposed to be equal justice under the law.
But there have been numerous instances where HPD has been especially violent with black people in this community. It's an ongoing problem.
We advocated for heavily to get that taken down.
Where is it?
Right down there. That little.
And that there is enough that tells me that people like me aren't respected in this city. Many things led up to this, and today was the first day that I have ever been racially assaulted, thanks to the guy in the white truck. Now I hope one day I may be able to sit down with somebody who actually has the mindset that him and another black person cannot get along, and hopefully we might be able to change some minds. But without further ado,
You're not going to be able to change those people's minds. They're racist because they don't make money off being racist, but they've been conditioned that way. The only way to change somebody that's that far gone is to change material conditions, and to change material conditions requires a revolution. Like, I don't know why people keep thinking that you can change 500 years of racist conditioning through a sit down over a cup of iced tea, but yeah, that just shows what lack of dialectical materialism and historical materialist analysis does to a motherfucker.
we got to end this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And in the next video, we'll be
All right, what's next? Sneaking back into America's most racist town. This is Zinc, Arkansas, and you got this sign here. It's not racist to love people. WhitePrideRadio.com.
I heard they put a 50K bounty on my head, so you know we had to sneak back in. Everybody wanted a part 2.
I love black people like actually doing this shit. Like, again, like we are just the biggest fucking hams on the planet.
But nobody thought I was gonna do it. Today we at Harrison and Zinc, Arkansas, home of the KKK. Let's go around town and see what everybody.
Also, like, there is no united KKK anymore. Like, the KKK is scattered. Like, there's dozens of different groups, all of which are calling themselves the Klan. PRG, you say that those people say we can't do things that we used to, but they were going to make your life living hell, but clearly whites can murder black people with little punishment like Kansas City. That is true. Thank you for that correction. A few months ago, well, there wasn't even a murder in Kansas. Well, actually, there was. A white dude at a gas station said that he wanted to fuck up an N-word, and he pulled out a knife and stabbed the black dude to death. So, yeah. And he was charged with disturbing the peace. Matter of fact, I'm glad you brought that up. Let me look that up.
Everybody thought of the video I did.
There we go. No, they don't like ad blockers. Okay, Kansas City Star. Go away, leave me alone. Yeah, I'm going to pull it up. Here we go. Yeah, so Sean Tonkin murdered John Rome Jr. I believe this was on the 4th of July. This dude, very fucked up looking dude, at this liquor store, not a gas station, stabbed Mr. Roan to death on 4th of July. That's basically the OG way to celebrate Independence Day. Murdering black people. So, white supremacist Sean Walter Tonkin repeatedly called John Roan Jr., a black man, the N-word before viciously stabbing and murdering him. The incident took place on July 4th outside a gas station at 14306 East US 40 Highway just before 2:30 in the afternoon. So this is broad fucking daylight. Witness accounts and court records offer a bone-chilling narrative of the murder. The vicious act was a display of racial hatred, as Tonkin made his intent clear to multiple eyewitnesses. Roan's sister recounts the harrowing words spoken by the murderer before he launched his attack, reporting the horrifying question: "Do you want to see a white man fuck up an N-word?" When emergency responders arrived, they found Roan inside the gas station, unresponsive and suffering from multiple stab wounds to the chest. Nearly half an hour passed before police apprehended a 36-year-old Tonkin in Independence, Missouri. If I recall correctly, that's where Harry Truman is from, less than 2 miles away from the scene of the murder. Jackson County court documents reveal Tonkin was allegedly found with a folding knife emblazoned with an American flag on the handle. Again, true to form. That's how we celebrate 4th of July, murdering a black man with a knife with an American flag on the handle. Multiple witnesses at the scene of the cutting described that the cutting suspect was repeatedly using the word N-word prior to and during a verbal altercation with the victim in front of the business, reads the probable cause statement. Roan's sister, who was asked for her name to remain concealed, said that her brother didn't know the attacker, and yet, given what Tonkin said to multiple eyewitnesses, it was premeditated. The fact that he said what he was going to do, he intentionally wanted to start something with a black man. And that's what he did. He stabbed my brother in the chest twice. This is more than just a murder. This is a hate crime, she said. Shortly after the defender's interview with Roan's family, prosecutors brought charges against Tonkin, but not for murdering Roan. At present, his only charges are possession of a controlled substance and peace disturbance. The prosecutor's office acknowledges that Tonkin used hate speech before the killing, provoked the confrontation, and also that he poses a threat to the public, yet their conclusion is that the brutal stabbing and murder of Roan is merely a peace disturbance. The prosecutor's arrest warrant reads as follows. An arrest warrant for Tonkin is requested as witnesses described the defendant using racially charged and aggressive comments earlier in the day leading up to the incident, and immediately before and during the confrontation between the defendant and the victim, as such, the defendant poses a risk to the community. And a few months ago, you had the shooting of Ralph Yarl because he was looking to go pick up his brothers from a party, and he knocked on a white man's door, and said white man proceeded to shoot him many times. Thankfully, Mr. Yarl survived and is healthy. Anyways, back to our video.
Well, first, we got to make one quick stop. Let's go.
All right, y'all, we at the University of Arkansas right now. So this isn't in the racist town. This actually 2 hours away, complete different side of Arkansas. But I figured let me go ahead and touch bases with the local college over here. Y'all, one of my favorite games back in the day was charades. I miss it. Let's go play it. Do y'all know how to play?
Not really.
So I'm gonna show something to my forehead, and then y'all just act it out.
Okay.
Bro, so like just act it out.
Yeah.
Statue of Liberty.
No.
Lion? Oh. Climber. Bowler. A gardener.
Close.
It's like a animal with a striped tail. They're like small. And
Cheetah.
They got like black eyes, like black around their
Panda.
eyes. No, they're small, like tiny little thing, and they run around getting trash cans and shit. Big striped tail. And a
cat in a hat. Bowling. Get sturdy.
So he's supposed to be going to the racist town. He's just here fucking with these white kids at the college. Like I said, my people are the biggest hams in the history of humanity.
Muhammad Ali.
No.
Not Whitey.
Wait. So not Whitey.
Not Whitey.
Not Whitey. Wait, what are we looking at?
1800s. Kute Kinte. Property. Human.
Kute
being.
Kinte.
LeBron James. Steph Curry.
No, hang on.
I should start doing shit like this, just going out trolling random ass white people.
Not Whitey though.
Not Whitey.
FNN, 223 bullets, inject them like some steroids. She poppin' pussy in the mansion, something she ain't get paid to do. These niggas snitching, 2020, something they get paid to do. Fuck niggas be aiding you. Beat his ass like Ray Lou. Working hard like 2 a days. 100K by day 2. You can hoos with some broke ass niggas that make you broke too.
Is that a black guy? What the fuck?
Wait, you see a black person?
Bro, what's a black person doing here, man?
I don't know.
What the fuck? So did you grow up here?
Michigan.
Of course he has on a fucking weeb shirt.
Just moved down here with my mom.
Like, that is exactly how I would expect the one black dude that you see walking around in a place like Harrison, Arkansas to look. He's got the fucking no haircut. He's got the fucking 80s Jeffrey Dahmer Medicaid glasses. He's got the fucking, and he's got a weeb shirt on. This dude could probably murder me and smash, though.
Why? How many black people are in your classes? None?
About a couple.
So y'all chose Harrison. Have you been to Zinc? I heard it's a nice vacation place, bro.
Oh, no.
It's like a beach town. It's like 2 lights down the street. Have you experienced racism since you've been here?
Only once.
Only once?
Yeah.
What did they call you, boy?
Old lady called me and
Really?
yeah.
For what? You went to her yard or something?
No, we were just me and my friends walking around.
I just met Canal Joseph, nigga. I fanned out.
Blicky the blicky the blicky the blicky the blicky. All black ups for the rundown. Glock 17.
I can't find Tom nowhere. God damn it, I've been looking all day. Have y'all seen Tom?
I have not seen Tom.
Snipperoo, damn it, call me a goddamn idiot. Have not seen Tom a damn place. Have you seen him?
No.
He's a patriot. We're trying to find him.
I like the shirt though, man.
Oh my god. He's got his disguise on. This looks so fun to do, but like, I'd be afraid somebody would jump on me and hurt me. Like, for one, it's obvious that you're recording, so they already know they're part of a skit. But like, some people object to that shit. Like, you're making the town look bad, so they just fucking shoot the shit out of you or beat the hell out of you.
Thank you, sir.
One patriot to another?
Thank you, sir.
One patriot to another?
Oh my god, he's put on a fake Southern accent and everything.
Have you seen him?
Are you a vet?
If you've seen him, tell him I'm looking for him. That's my friend. I just want to make sure he's all right.
Amen.
Thank you.
Have a good brother.
Hey, hold up. Long night with the girls. The club closed at 1:58. All your friends have a man except for you, and both of us walk past you. Who you going with? Have you seen Tom? I've been looking for Tom. Me and him matched on Grindr. Were we supposed to be here?
No, I have not.
You haven't seen it?
No.
No. You want a Budweiser? Who you think looks better, me or him?
Well, I guess you do, since you're so much younger and stuff.
Let me get your number real quick. I'm trying to give me a reason to come back to Harrison. By the way, y'all niggas hiring? Tom, yeah, Tom.
I think I saw someone sitting outside.
I've seen him around, but not today, no.
Who you think look better, me or him? Have y'all seen my friend here, Bonnie Chance?
We just walked in, but I have no idea. I don't know.
Okay, he does look very familiar, so because
Have you seen Tom Bonnie Chance?
I have not right off. I think he looks familiar actually, but I have not right off.
You think he's a male?
I would assume so.
You think he's a man?
I mean, I'd have to ask him.
You think he's a he? Do you think he gets into that mentally ill stuff?
That's a good question.
Do you think he gets into that mentally ill stuff? I can't with this guy. I'm gonna subscribe to him. This dude is a fucking riot.
All right, y'all, we're minutes away from Zinc, Arkansas right now. I got another Trump gear on. This is a hoodie this time. I don't want to get pulled over by a cop. Why is he reaching? Why? Stop reaching! Stop reaching! Like, I don't have time for that. Woo! I'm really trying to hype myself up right now, y'all. I hope I run into him. He's the
That's dangerous. You're driving with a mic in your hand.
CEO of racism. You got to check in with him before you need to know questions about racism. Here we are, past the train tracks, straight to the...
That's lynching country. Bruh. Get your ass out of there. Like, no. No. I've seen this exact scene in every Civil War, civil rights movie. Nothing bad happens on a railroad track that has forests on both sides. They gonna kill you over there, bruh.
The dirt road. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Like, this is the town, y'all. Like, this is dirt. Hey, the guy just pops up.
I'm a male. I'm a man. I'm a he.
Here we are. I mean, we did it right there. All right, put her down, put her down. That's the lady I had talked to. Excuse me. I had talked to a guy here last time. I think you was here. Mom's right over there in the farmhouse. Name's Tom. Oh, there he is. There goes our guy, the CEO of racism himself. That's his name, Tom? Been looking for you. You remember me? You remember me?
Yeah.
And I got you a surprise. Look at this.
Uh-oh, I don't drink, except for coffee.
You don't drink, but you could double it and pass it to the next person. I remember her too. She was in the video the last time. I'm his old lady now. Oh, y'all dating now? No, we're married. Woo! Can we get a kiss for the camera? Come on, let's see a little. Ooh, ooh. First of all, have you seen the video?
I don't know why people think we would have animosity towards one another.
I mean, I think we're best friends.
No, hell no.
Would you consider yourself racist? Before you answer that, there was so much comments that said, he's not racist, he just likes things his way.
Oh yeah, I saw them. Depends on how you define racist, and it redefines itself every minute.
Are you in the KKK?
I'm not a traditional Klansman.
Are you associated?
Oh yeah. The only solution is radicalism.
Bro, you're standing on a dirt and gravel road in the middle of nowhere. There's a lot of places that can bury your body. Talking to a dude that is not a traditional Klansman, which means he's probably more radical than the traditional Klan. And, bruh, with a Trump hoodie on. They're going to find your body 30 years from now. They're going to identify it by watching this video and seeing the scraps of that Trump hoodie. Oh, my God. Like, again, we're big fucking hams. I love my people.
So would you...
A lot of the, like, neo-Nazis and shit, like, they're far, far more radical. Like, the traditional Klan it's ideologically eclectic, okay? Like, they didn't even start working with the violent skinheads, neo-Nazi types. Also, I'm just laughing at the fact that this white dude has no teeth. But they didn't start working with, like, the neo-Nazis, the Tom Metzger types, the David Duke types, etc. until the 80s, because there were a lot of World War II veterans that were in the Klan. And they didn't want to work with people that were walking around goose-stepping with swastikas. So a lot of the real, like, neo-Nazis, the hardcore, the Apple Waffle types, the Dylan Roof types, they see the old school Klan as basically being a bunch of drunk, eternally feuding rednecks that just want to sit around in the woods and talk about N-words and S-words and F-words and don't want to do any action. The Nazis that we've got today, like, they're really, really about murder. They're really, really about, like, revolution. Like, fascists are reactionary revolutionaries. Like, they believe that there's no hope for reforming America. The Klan wants to go back to what it was before. And there's still a lot of beef between old school American traditionalist Klan types and neo-Nazis, because neo-Nazis want to deconstruct the system. The Klan wants to go back to what it was before.
Consider yourself a radicalist?
Very much.
Do you consider the KKK a racist organization?
Not. Depends on the organization. There is no national organization anymore.
Really quick, I asked you this last time, and maybe your mind changed.
No.
Me?
I like that rock.
Fuck. What's your favorite racial slur?
What one would you like me to use for you?
When was the last time you said the N-word?
Oh, it's been days.
Do you feel disappointed that Harrison is considered the most racist town when y'all are so passionate about it? Like, are you mad at Harrison?
That's from the old days when they actually had a sundown law, and Zinc didn't, because Zinc didn't need one. If they made it through Harrison after midnight, that was badass.
For the people who don't know, what is a sundown town?
Sundown town is an area that posts the law, no blacks after sundown, and they did that for a reason.
What is the reason?
I thought you were familiar with the hood.
Jalapeno?
Blacks be carrying on more after sundown. They be
Okay.
robbing and looting. Matter of fact, look up Walmart being diversified by blacks. You'll find plenty of monkey shines.
Oh my God.
Do I look like I'm a part of the modern world?
You've been around the hood before though, right?
Yeah, didn't much like it. Matter of fact, you want to know why many black people move to a white area? To get away from blacks.
Hey,
You
now-
know how blacks are in the hood? They want to get the hell out of the hood. You know the hood gets them.
But you wouldn't consider yourself a like hood nigga, right?
No. By the way, is that your real hair?
Would you want dreads?
Oh, hell no.
Let's say.
The less is better for me.
Oh, you got that fade, boy. You know how T.I. wears hat?
No.
Can we see it really quick? Just so they know, like, all right, you actually like the blacks.
If that's what it takes, they ain't gonna find out.
Check.
I'm not into rap music or any of that.
Swear.
When I lived in a more diverse area, there was one thing I liked to do to those people playing that garbage. I would pull up beside of them in my pickup truck and play a tape I had of bagpipe music and drown their shit out.
Can we get a tour of your garage?
Well, right now, no. There's something going on in there.
Okay. There's not no up black people in there, right?
No, do you think that's a good idea? You know, we get so few. It'd be a collector's item.
Bro, they're gonna tie your ass like I just you're sitting out here laughing and joking with this dude. That I just don't get it. The shit we do for fucking to be fucking famous. You're sitting out here laughing and joking with this fucking Klansman.
Last time I asked you if you ever slept with a black girl, have that changed?
No, and
Thoughts?
it ain't gonna change.
Who's your dream black queen?
Any of them that want to go to Africa.
What is Memphrica?
Memphis in Africa. Go down to Memphis. You drive through. There's enough blacks there to make a Tarzan movie every day of the week.
There's a lot of reports. I don't know, is this true? They saying Tom Robb passed. Is that true?
No. Some imbecile made it up and it got spread. He is alive and well and just finished his Knights of the Ku Klux Klan Leadership Conference.
Do you know what twerking is?
Yeah.
Have you ever got twerk?
No, don't want to.
Can you say, I like this black man?
I tolerate this black man.
Would I be the screensaver of your phone, the selfie of me and you? You wouldn't hang that on your wall?
Hang it on the wall. Hang it, huh?
Name 5 black people.
Bro, this dude's teeth is just making my teeth hurt. Like he needs to spend less time on neo-Nazi, Klan, whatever the fuck he is activities to go get his teeth worked on. Like this dude, this is the white proletariat. Like this is the white working class. These are the people that we're supposed to unite with. And I mean, there's some type of unity going on here, but it's for likes and shares. It's not political, but like, ugh.
Michael Jackson, most of the time.
Is Jack Harlow really the best white rapper outside of Eminem? They were saying
I
that.
don't know who the hell he is. I don't care how you lighten it up. Rap music is crap music.
Okay.
The message is usually to pop a cap in one another. Not that I'm against that in the hood.
God.
There might be a way you can get in the Klan.
Uh-huh.
Once they figure out how good black people are at killing other black people, they might put you on the back of a pickup truck with a machine gun. Drive you through Detroit.
Are you obsessed with black people?
No, I'm obsessed with white people.
You know when Biggie Smalls said, "You look so good, I'll suck on your daddy's d-"? What was your thoughts on that?
Didn't have one, didn't know he said it, and don't care.
Who's your favorite racist? Top 5 greatest racists of all time?
Warren Baylock, Eric Stryker, Boyzoy Boscovich, Tom Robb's fairly high up on the list, obviously.
Okay. Ooh, she likes blacks. You like blacks, don't you?
She's not picky and she's not smart. Do you know what her name is?
Blackie. Did you think Donald Trump got a BBL?
A what?
A Brazilian butt lift? Or you think that's all his?
Don't care.
Thoughts on his wife?
Probably got more plastic in her than Mattel.
Where do you get your drip from? I'm trying to acquire my drip after yours.
Wherever. It just has to be utilitarian. I have pockets for different medical equipment. No, that would be in this pocket.
Okay, can I get a tour of Zinc?
That ought to take about 3 minutes.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
You're gonna ride with a black man?
I told you last time, this isn't my drip. You know why I came over here with this?
Yeah.
So people would be like, oh, he's good. Now, does this make you disappointed?
No.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to go to the club, get a section, pop some bottles.
Honestly, I think that white dude would put on a Boston Celtics jersey just because their fan base is hella racist.
To have like 3 thick bitches twerking on us. You down with that?
No.
Babe up! Now!
What do you think the people of Harrison think of the video we did?
I think most of them laughed at it.
So what if there was like an interracial couple that just moved here? Would you be like, get out?
No, but it doesn't mean I'm going to be friendly towards them. The old saying was that a woman who's with a black man, the black man is in bad company. I've introduced Tom Robb to slurs he didn't know.
Like what?
Poop ape.
What does that mean?
Basketball black. Okay.
Bruh, you gonna get in a car with this mother. Well, at least you're driving. Shit. I don't let that motherfucker drive me nowhere.
Hey, that's a house, it's a field. Welcome to Zinc.
Okay. How long have you known these people here?
About 5 years.
So is there Wi-Fi here?
There is not.
There's no Wi-Fi?
No.
Is Zinc a town or is it just a neighborhood? Is it just a pass-through?
It used to be the big town, and Harrison was a little tiny hick place.
Okay. Wait, should we hide for your neighbors so they don't think that you're riding with a black person?
I don't care. They probably think I'm holding you hostage.
What is this?
That
Bruh, how can you just sit and let... Oh, my God.
is pretty much a junkyard.
So do like you pay mortgage or is it just you own the land?
Most people own their land
outright
or they rent from someone who does.
And do you?
So that's an old church. It's a historic site as close as they got.
Man, I would love to go to that church permanently. Fly here every Sunday for it. Now, where I'm from, dead end means that like the road is like done. And Zinc, what does dead end mean when I'm African American?
You've reached the limits of Zinc.
Oh, so like this is probably the furthest a black person come. Is Tom Robb here?
No, I checked with Tom Robb. He doesn't particularly like your sense of humor.
But did he know who NBA Youngboy was?
I'll tell you what.
Okay.
You want to see it?
I want to see
The
some
other
crazy
end
shit.
is Zinc.
Yes. You're not gonna like put me on a tree or nothing, right?
No, go through this.
Okay.
And it's a swinging bridge.
What the fuck is that?
You're about to see.
Is there people on the bridge?
Drive across this. You see, in this area, this bridge floods out. It'll be underwater. But if you have to get home or get back, you walk across the swinging bridge.
Well, this is like a
That swinging
tourist attraction.
bridge.
You know what? All blacks, make sure y'all come here and we could visit. Oh no, that wasn't the purpose of you showing me that, right? You don't.
I would hope we don't have
Okay.
black terrorism. Then we would have even a worse crime rate. Yeah, you can find some place to pull in and turn around. They probably won't shoot me, so I'm fine. Make good target. Maybe we should put orange on you.
Is this your first time being in a car with a black person?
No.
Second though, right?
No.
Gotta be third.
No.
All right. Why is this your fourth?
I used to work as special police.
Was you a little harder on the black people when you was police?
I'm an optimist. I expect better from white people than that monkey shine.
Am I a monkey shine?
You might do monkey shines. It's something you do, not something you are.
Have you ever heard of Blueface, the rapper?
No.
Okay, we gotta play him.
Oh Lord, another torturous thing.
I took her to Rodeo.
I heard niggas lining up, they line me up. Who want beef signing up? We stack it down, we stick them up. Knock the dust off this dust bucket, I had to pick them up.
I got another song to play real quick. This is NBA Youngboy.
And it's gonna be crap too.
Oh, it's that Drake talk. Nigga know I'm out that side, but I'm straight now.
This is the most American video I've seen. You've got a literal Klansman in the car with the black dude, an ironic black dude, an extremely hilarious black dude, and he's trying to bond with this man over NBA Youngboy, driving through America's most racist town. It's right there in the description, in the title. And man, oh my God, these people probably haven't listened to rap since the Fat Boys.
Nigga, fat mouth, put your shit knocked off, I knocked his top off.
What's your favorite rapper that starts with Lil?
Which one died most recently?
Before we continue with this video, y'all, this video is sponsored by Prize Picks. If y'all love to make daily sports picks like me, make sure y'all download the...
I was about to say, man, you have to be... Please tell me you're getting paid to do this stupid shit. Ain't no way in the world you going down here for free.
Prize Picks app. Right now, I have you guys with a 100% deposit bonus code up to $100. It's literally easy. Just get your phone out, download it, type in Pootie, and they'll match it up to $100. So if you put in $100, they'll match it and you have $200. Or if you put in 10, they'll match it and you have 20. Instead of doing picks on teams, you do it on the individual player. So the team could lose, but you could still win money on that player. Take advantage of that promo code, download it, use code Pootie. Thanks for Prize Picks for sponsoring a white woman.
Your genetics.
What about it?
Black.
Now let's continue with this video. It's Young Pootie Pig. What about me isn't dateable for a white woman?
Your genetics.
What about it?
Black people have, it's not just skin color.
Okay,
they
what
have
is
lower IQ, lower impulse control. Black people not only...
All of that has been disproven, by the way.
Never developed an advanced civilization. They
Dudes out here in fucking 2022 or 2023 using 18th century pseudoscience, which is basically all eugenics is. I bet he believes in phrenology as well, which is basically the idea that you could tell somebody's personality and intelligence by measuring dimples on their skull.
can't maintain one.
What is 12 times 7?
That would be
84.
I didn't say all black people. I said on average.
What do you rate yourself 1 to 10?
Oh, I ain't high on the looks, but that's okay.
Can I act like your dog is the woman?
Oh, go ahead and give
All
him
right.
a kiss if you want.
Bet. What's the dog name? No, whoa, what the fuck?
And the way you're wearing your pants would turn a lot of us white women off.
Damn.
Lady, you're not a catch.
Yo, you got the Megan knees.
Try this.
I got Jordans on, man.
Well, pull up your britches and you can do it.
I'm gonna try to get sturdy one more time because I didn't do it last time.
Black people never heard that we run from you. We move away.
Who's your favorite black superhero? How many days was you protesting during the 2020 BLM rally? What scene in the Boys in the Hood movie made you cry the most and most emotional?
No, I didn't see it. Were
Yeah.
they shooting each other?
Yeah, they were.
Oh my
Why
god.
would I be crying at that movie? You must.
I feel horrible for laughing at this, but like, this is like a fucking Saturday Night Live sketch or something.
Remember, the Klan is the original Boys in the Hood.
I asked this last time. Like right now, I'm like non-binary. But what is your pronoun?
My pronouns are the ones I was born with. I live on planet Earth. And if I became mentally unstable and thought I was something other than a man, it would not change my biology nor my physiology. You can chop somebody up and sew them back together again and all. Frankenstein's monster.
My auntie's bisexual. Are you a male?
Yes.
Are you a man?
Yes.
Are you a he?
Oh, yeah.
Do you get into that mentally ill stuff?
No.
What's the chances of that car coming back and me right now?
Oh, probably pretty low, but
okay.
There's always hope.
I'm not in the party, they asking where Jenny be. He gon' die cause of jealousy. I know him just say he dead, then he dead. I don't care what he said cause he fled. Thought on his knocking at work, she right. He bleeding, he need a bed. African boy from the hot like Bobby. I might be cocky to knock on my body. I move with a gun and an army around me. And this
So if you got all these supposedly cool white people around, why do they allow this fucking asshole and his asshole wife and their asshole dogs to live in their asshole house? That's the thing that gets me about younger so-called progressive white people. Like, y'all see us in real life. Hey, man, I love your videos. Like, people have come to me. Oh, hey, Black Red Guard. But, like, you've got a fucking Nazi in your neighborhood or within driving distance, and there's nothing that you're doing about it. Like, this dude isn't an act. He knows his racist shit because he's a racist, and y'all haven't done anything to this guy.
Be honest, you want me to sleep over?
No.
Okay. You wouldn't invite me to dinner?
If I was inviting you to dinner, it'd be something the dog wouldn't eat.
Would you ever poison me?
No.
Okay. You wouldn't put a roofie in my drink? Do you have the Megan Thee Stallion knees?
No.
Okay. What does the KKK stand for?
Ku Klux Klan?
So in college, right, if you want to join a fraternity, you either got to suck a or get pegged up the ass. What is the process like for the KKK?
I don't...
But it was no pegging? Can you walk in a straight line? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I'm surprised he's not goose stepping.
You probably did get pegged. So because of the pegging, let me see if this is a good enough test for me to join KKK. Ready?
You're still black.
I love it on me like I love it on famo, Jano. The gang got unlimited ammo, trust no one, not even my shadow.
Actually, I like that idea a lot. I'm very much into Bollywood.
Bro, that is crazy. Here's another one. Anna, ain't no Negroes allowed. Like, that's literally where the term came
what's
from.
all this talk about Anna, Illinois being a sundown town and its racist past? Well, where do I begin? Anna, Illinois is about a 2-hour drive southeast of St. Louis. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't seen this already...
Oh, ginger. Yuck. Sorry. Can't do gingers.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Vidor, Texas.
No, I'm just not watching him because I don't like his voice.
Right. Katie's been wanting to check out this little town here. It's just,
Nice little town here in the outskirts of Beaumont, Texas. Now, let's read up a little bit about this town. Katie, want to get something to eat here or what?
Head north on Evangeline Drive, Ridgewood Street. Turn right toward Evangeline Drive.
Just like advisory for black people. Anywhere where there's lots of big ass trees like that, avoid. Avoid.
You're good. Let's see this little town here. Right outside of Beaumont. Horrible place.
Yeah.
Let's see here. It looks like Alabama. Okay, let's read up on this little town. Is it with a V or a B?
V.
Vidor, Texas. It says here it's in Western Orange County. Let's see, history. Vidor has a reputation of being a sundown town in 2018.
Yeah, there was a reason.
In 2018, they're a sundown town?
Mm-hmm.
Why the crap would you bring me here?
Because, you know, we had to cover.
Cover what? Why the crap would you bring me here? Take a left at the next intersection.
Okay.
Why the crap would you bring me here?
We had to cover America.
Did you know this was a sundown town?
Yes.
And you're bringing me here?
This is Texas. They're not looking for you.
It's a sundown town! The crap would you bring me here for? Get me the crap out of here. Why would you bring me here? It says it was a sundown town, but in 2021, they don't change this rule.
Let's see what Vidor is about. Vidor, independent city or town. Sundown town in the past, surely. Was there an ordinance? Don't know. Sign, perhaps. Some oral evidence. Still sundown. Probably. What's the census information? 2000, the population was 11,440. White population, 111,135. Black population, 8. Asian population, 25. Native American, 59. Hispanic population, 339. Other, 213. Method of exclusion. How do they keep black people out? Threat of violence. Private bad behavior. Reputation. Vidor, a suburb of Beaumont, Texas, gained notoriety in the early 90s when African Americans, the first in the town, moved into the local housing project. Ku Klux Klan demonstrations and threats from white residents caused the new black residents to flee. The Federal Office of Housing and Urban Development, HUD, got involved and attempted to move more black families into the project. They were also threatened and also moved. In 2000, an individual put on the internet, "I cannot speak to the present demographics of Vidor, but I've always heard stories about how blacks were advised not to stop in Vidor for any reason." A University of Texas, Houston undergraduate student witnessed a family of Asian Indians denied service at a McDonald's in Vidor in 92 or 93. They were told, "We don't serve your kind. There's a bus station down that way." Among both whites and people of color, Vidor remains a well-known bastion of bigots. CR, a Euro-American who grew up in Beaumont but now resides in College Station, said that she was not surprised when on a business trip to Louisiana, her African-American and Latino colleagues did not want to stop in Vidor for gas. RH, an African-American, delivered the mail in Vidor for a short time. He was continuously taunted by Vidor residents, threatened with physical violence, and refused service in a local convenience store because of his ethnicity. From the summer 1998 issue of the Touchstone, Texas A&M University. Many residents of Vidor or nearby towns have heard of or seen a sundown town sign. It appears to have been taken down sometime in the 70s or early 80s. Yikes. That's probably the worst anywhere of the videos that I've reviewed.
Is this for real?
Here?
At the gas station, a little further ahead.
Alright.
In 2021.
Yeah.
I need a smoke after reading that shit. I'm gonna leave the video playing. Feel free to discuss it in chat, and I will respond when I come back.
They stopped being like last year. They're like,
Yeah.
we can't do this anymore. It's. Are you kidding me?
I wish I would.
Slow down. You gotta go fly. Ah! Oh my. Up ahead, there's a major intersection. You're gonna take a left.
Where the light thing is?
Yes, take a left. We'll go there downtown.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Is this a joke? This is Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Vidor had a reputation of being a sundown town in 2018, like not even that long ago.
Yeah.
Get me the crap out of here, Katie. I'm wearing Jordans right now. Get me the crap out of here. Go to this gas station. I want to see what it looks like. I get some good shots of this town. Get me the crap out of here.
What do you want me to do?
Like, you know, drive around so they can see the gas station. Drive around so they can see it. You've seen how I make my videos.
Mm-hmm. Like this?
Yeah. What's up with, it's pretty run down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, that way, no, not that way.
Yeah.
It seems pretty crappy. Like, the other business center over there was boarded up.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go down that road down there.
Yep.
And that'll take us to other downtown. I got J's on right now. You better get me the crap up out of this town.
Oh, you'll be fine.
But you'll be fine. I'm not. I don't know where I fall along these lines. Get me out of here. Why would you bring me to a sundown town? Okay, so in 2021, Vidor changed his rule because of the negative feedback from people. It wasn't even because they didn't agree with it, or like, we don't agree with this anymore. No, it's not because they changed the rule because of the negative feedback. They're like, well, we're being criticized for being a sundown town. We won't be able to keep this rule in place. Is this a joke? This is no ways is real. In 2021, they changed the rule because of the negative feedback. It's like, it's really the real problem here is the feedback we're getting for what we're doing. 1993, they ordered 36 counties to designate public housing by some available units for minorities. The K from another area held a march in the community. Four families moved to the complex. The residents suffered threats of all sorts. Can't elaborate on what type of threats. All 9 of the residents eventually moved out under the pressure. Wow. So they moved here and then they're like, yeah, listen, we appreciate the free housing, but it ain't worth dealing with these people. I have, during the summer, an organization that matters came to a rally. In 2000, Vidor's surrounding area suffered extensive damage from Hurricane Rita, Ike, and Harvey. A mandatory occasion was imposed. Oh my gosh. Well, their population has been declining since 2010 and 2020. It is very hard for a town to lose population. When your town's losing population.
Do I need to do something here?
Get me the crap out of here. Keep going straight.
Are you sure?
Yeah, keep going straight. See,
Okay.
I think they have a downtown. They're just getting you back on the highway.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's a very complicated layout. Ow! The crap was that? Okay, so I think this stay on the frontage and then you'll take a right.
Okay. So I need to get over to the other lane.
Yeah, stay on the frontage. So it's laid out really weird. You know how Texas does these front streets.
Oh yeah.
Problem is, since the highway goes right through the center of town.
Oh, okay.
Then the frontage is like really messed up. You'll get to a main road called 105, which is Main Street, and we'll take that north and we'll take it south. So they changed the rule because of the feedback. That's really the problem. The real problem we're having here is the feedback. People are furious about this. It's like, I think there's more.
What?
The real problem here is the feedback we're getting. People just aren't liking this. Like, if you ask me, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's the feedback from the community. You'll take a right at that light. It's Main Street. Please looks like a dump, though. Well, Beaumont's a dump. At least they have people here. No, not all types of people, but just one type of people.
Yeah.
Dude. Everybody drives pickup trucks.
It's Texas.
Yeah, we were in Texas. The most disturbing thing isn't that they had this rule until last year. The disturbing thing is that they didn't get rid of it because it was a bad rule. They got rid of it because of the feedback they were getting. That's the real. They have a Popeyes. See, that's the type. That's just disrespectful. How you gonna have a Popeyes and then be a Sundown town?
It has. Everybody wants chicken.
People are risking their lives out here to eat the Popeyes. Hopefully, it's better than the one in LaBelle. The one in LaBelle tastes like crap.
Probably does taste better. Bayou Cafe. Yeah, dentist office.
Dude, this looks like Alabama. Looks like Anniston.
It really does.
It looks like Anniston. We're starting to get a feel for what a Sundown town looks like. Looks like Harrison in Arkansas.
Pretty
much. Have a Western store. Got that Western down there. All right, let's get out of here. I'm getting kind of scared.
Okay.
Scares the crap out of me. I identify as black, so I don't really want to be here. And I got J's on, so that doesn't really help. My J's on.
They have Walmart.
The good thing is I don't see a reason why you'd want to move to this town.
Yeah.
They have a taco, a Senor taco. Senor Toro. Alright. This town looks miserable.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can, you're gonna have to pull a U-turn, so you like just take any parking lot to the left.
Okay.
Go into any of these parking lots to the left.
Okay, let me figure this out.
Go into any parking lot to the left.
I'm gonna pull into that ATM bay.
This looks exactly like Millbrook.
Yeah.
They have more signs. It's like a cross between
I'm
Hempstead
back.
and Millbrook.
So did they get shot at or
Millbrook.
ran off the road yet?
Yeah.
Oh my god. So yeah, like this is what Jason Aldean wants to defend. And like I keep asking, like, why would these people that he's so afraid of, progressive people who live in cities, people like myself and the people in my Twitch chat, the people on Twitter who rightly denounce this stupid video and this stupid song he's made, like, why would we want to go to places like this? Like, what exactly, what's the draw? It's fucking shitty suburban tract housing. It's a very pretty road, I will admit. But, like, I just don't get it. There's no draw there.
These folks always just try to do the right thing, you know? Alright, so you're gonna go underneath the highway? Because downtown's really on the other side of the road.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a
They
jack.
paid their city hall for fall. Okay.
Like, and this is what, like, there's a meme that I've seen. Like, people think America looks like New York. Big, beautiful skyscrapers. rich people everywhere, beautiful culture, diversity. Like, no, most of America looks like this. Okay, power lines, pickup trucks, CVS and Walgreens, strip mall, Dollar General, churches on every other corner. That's America. That's what you're coming to, buddy.
You know your town sucks, and that's the only thing it's known for.
Yeah.
First of all, it's a suburb of Beaumont. Like,
Yeah.
Beaumont sucks.
Yeah.
All by itself. It doesn't need help with it from sort of.
Cigarette enjoyer, are you that Serbian dude that works on a farm? Shit, I'd take Serbia over this shithole.
I would have to say, if they just got rid of it last year, then
Don't ever come to America. Stay in Serbia and grow your wheat and whatever else you grow. Like, there is nothing here. This is what you're going to be coming to.
you know, this has to be worse than Harrison.
And not just that, they got rid of it last year. It's like, what gets me is the reason isn't like, it's not like, well, this is really wrong, guys. We shouldn't be doing this. It's like, people think we're wrong. We're getting horrible feedback. This is not working. It's like the reason they got rid of it is because of the feedback they were getting. That's the
Feedback.
catch. Yeah, feedback. Like, it can, like, guys.
This is a fucking Waffle House. Yeah, Norway looks pretty cool. Like, yo, they've got all the pastel colors, and you got the turf, the sod that people make the roofs of their houses out of. Like, there's actual culture in Norway. Like that's the thing. Like, why did Europeans leave their pretty okay homelands? Yeah, you were a peasant, and the lord or the earl or the duke or whatever would come and snatch you away and drag you off to a stupid war. But like, is this worth it, man? Like, is this worth leaving all of that culture behind? I mean, my ancestors were dragged here, so like, we didn't really have a choice. But like, just looking at this shit, it's making me really want to repatriate to that fucking Nigeria.
There were
just bland, cultureless nonsense. But yeah, stay in Serbia, dude. Don't come here.
Of this rural, it just hasn't been appreciated. The feedback, it's like, that's the reason why we're getting rid of this rural. Tell you what, good feedback down there. Hey, look, man, go up a little bit. Go up a little bit. Go up a little bit. Talk to him. I'm gonna meet the bloke. Go up a little bit. Don't be scared, man. Tell you what, go up a little bit. Don't be afraid. Don't talk to him. Tell you what, you got that 2500 down there, man. That 6.0 on that thing. What? That thing back with a 6.0, man. Tell you what, that didn't run forever, man.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
This dude sounds like fucking Boomhauer.
That's what I had in it.
Is that thing always squatted like that?
We dropped through down on Sundown Town. I'll tell you what, we dropped through down on Sundown Town. Yeah, very racist here. Yeah. Yeah, goddamn, ain't no culture here whatsoever. I want to go back to Houston. God damn, I hate this place. Dang old Vidor.
It's just because of the loading. All right. You know, in Alabama, they actually do that on purpose.
Hey, not in Texas.
You ever been to Texarkana, though?
Hey, they're gay too. I'm just saying.
Y'all should just let Arkansas keep that.
Right. Fuck them.
Yeah.
That bunch of gay bastards up north.
Yeah, that's the thing with America. There's potholes in all of our streets. You get used to them. It's just a matter of like deciding which you want to play with and which you're going to be like, yeah, this is going to cost me a few $100. Better dodge this Big Papa. But yeah, we take shitty care of our infrastructure. We take very good care of our military and our police.
Yeah, man. I had a 6.0, but the new one, they got all types of sensors, and I got rid of it. I had one of those. I got like 260,000 miles on it. Then I bought the newer one, and it had like sensors. It still got the 6.0 sensors. All that crap went bad, man. Junk. Like, you're better off with this older one than you are with the newer one.
Disney World.
They took it into the dealership. It had like they went through 5 different sensors. They still couldn't figure it out because I didn't take off the traction control.
Oh yeah, public transportation. That you will only get in like the core cities, like Chicago. They have the L. In my city, St. Louis, you've got the Metrolink and you've got Bi-State, the bus. But like if you're in a place like St. Charles or Chesterfield, well, the buses run in Chesterfield, but like suburbs like this, nobody has buses and trains and stuff. The thing is, like, that is also influenced by racism because they figure that if they put public transportation in the suburbs, black people are going to be using them, and Mexicans, Latinos are going to be using them, and they're going to be coming out there and stealing and robbing and doing other horrible things. There's a mall in my city. It's like in an inner ring suburb. It's called a Galleria, and there's a Metrolink station across from it. And they fought that Metrolink station so hard. The people that live out there and the people that own stores out there, they call it the ride and rob because they thought that black people from the city were just going to be taking the Metrolink to come out there and steal cars and go shoplift at the mall. So yeah, there's major opposition to public transportation among residents of suburbs. But it's funny because they're shooting themselves in the foot because, like, you see all these Burger King, gas stations, McDonald's, stuff like that. The people that work there, the people that flip the hamburgers, the people that check out and ring you up for your gas and stuff like that, most of them live in cities, okay? Vidor is a sundown town. Very few black people live there. But I guarantee you, black people are essential to keeping these businesses running. So you basically, if you're black, you have to have a car to go to work, because when central cities were gutted and deindustrialized and all those businesses and stuff left, all the work is now in these suburbs, places like this. But you can't get out there if you don't have a car. So these people are really shooting themselves in the foot because they're making it hard for their workforce to get to work. So racism, very expensive.
When I went off-road. All right, man.
Also, y'all didn't just see me pick my nose.
Those things are the most rock-solid trucks you'll ever get. I can't believe how fast he's going with that load.
That is the most American... That was the most American conversation I've ever seen. And that is the most American setup I've seen. You've got a truck with another truck up on the back of the truck.
Pirates. Okay, there's pirate everything around here.
Pirates. I think there's a bunch of trailer parks, you know, so that would really be the place to find out if it is a Sundown town. He's like, we don't squat our trucks around here. Oh, look at the train. That's pretty cool.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Get that train on there. Why is the guy hauling a trailer driving faster than you? Maybe there's some trailer parks around here. You're going to take a left.
A left here?
At the next left you can take.
Okay.
Let me see some of the trailer parks and get out of here. I guess we can go to the projects, but this train's probably going to take a while. So take a left here.
So they're about to go to the projects that they ran the black people out of.
A left at this.
Yeah, take a left.
Camp Street.
Yeah.
Okay, this is like a flea market. Okay.
Go in there.
Okay.
I got a map in front of me right now.
Okay.
Okay, there's a reason why there's a map in front of me, okay?
Alright.
So you just listen to me and you'll be alright. Now, if you think you know the town already, you're starting to feel comfortable here and settle down.
Oh, no.
Take a left.
I want to get me to Houston. I like Houston.
You feel comfortable, okay? This looks like Newbrook.
does.
It's got to like seem depressed.
Like this could be in Missouri. Like this literally looks like Spanish Lake. Like this looks like every suburb in America.
Right here.
I will say Harrison, Arkansas has more life than this.
No, I don't think so. It's laid out exactly like Millbrook.
Why is there sandbags?
Because they got flooded or something.
Huh.
Yeah, they got really bad. They've gone through like hurricane after hurricane here.
Yeah.
You're gonna take a left at this
At Canal Street.
Yeah, to the left here.
Okay. Are you sure?
Just keep going. If there's a problem, you're gonna be the one talking, okay?
This dude just has his truck just camped out in the middle of the fucking mud road.
Hey boy, we don't like your cat around here.
All right.
Go to the right so they can pass you.
Go to the
Go
right.
right. Oh, they're going to the right.
Oh, they're going right. Yeah.
And
this is like Millbrook.
This is like.
Gosh, it looks exactly like.
And everybody has a pickup truck. Everybody has a fucking pickup truck.
Millbrook.
Yeah.
Slow down. Slow down.
Or an SUV.
Slow down. Yeah, this looks exactly like Millbrook. It's got that Millbrook vibe. There's a cat on the ditch right there. You're gonna take a right here?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 2 cats. Oh, this is a cat town. All right.
Doesn't this look exactly like Millbrook? Gosh. Let's get that Millbrook vibe. Okay, go to the right, and then it's a dead end, so just know that you gotta go to the right, go to the right.
Where the cats?
Yeah, go to the right.
Okay.
There's just like 5 trailers on a dead end street.
What?
There's cats everywhere.
Oh, gosh. I have never seen so many cats.
Okay, it's just like this. Then you're gonna back out. You're gonna back straight out.
I'm gonna back
That's it,
out.
Yeah, back straight out. Oh, you can turn around up there. Yeah.
Yeah, like this looks like it could be fucking fucking Brazil. Okay.
Yeah. There are a lot of cats.
That's mud. Make sure you don't get stuck.
Okay.
All right.
Wow, there is a lot of cats.
Why? Why are there so many cats here?
That is an abnormal number of cats.
I told you not to go in the mud. It's exactly what you did. Not only do you go in the mud, you go in the mud backwards. You hit one of these people's trailers, and we're gonna be in trouble.
I know.
Also, this dude is the worst backseat driver ever.
I can hear banjos playing.
Pretty much. That is what is occurring.
Dude, this place has like the creepiest vibes.
Yeah. Do you want to leave?
Nope, we're gonna tour all the trailer parks.
No, leave.
Boy.
Leave before something bad happens to you.
I want to see how successful their theory's been. I'm sure there's a. Oh, you better get out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to see how their little experiment has worked out for them.
Okay.
I wouldn't even label it that. It just seems like a nice
Oh, we've got BMWs and Mercedes here. Those are rich people cars.
town to me. You're gonna take a left on Woods Lane. I think not here, but a little bit further ahead to Woods Lane.
Yeah.
Right there, that's Woods Lane.
Really?
Kid, you're not. That's Woods Lane going there. I want to see how this experiment's worked out for them.
Okay.
Go down to the dodown. Easy. Ow!
Ow!
Don't bet my rams.
So is this like a loop or something?
Yeah, go to the right.
Okay.
Very nice. What's a rush? Why going so fast? Slow down and soak things in. So much to absorb here.
Yeah, so much cat.
Why are there like so many cats here?
Yeah, like all of the Balkans, the Bosnians and whatnot that I know, they are obsessed with BMWs. They're also obsessed with white cars for some reason. Like every car that they get, it has to be a BMW or a Mercedes Benz, and it has to be white. I don't know why y'all like white cars so much, but yeah, it's weird.
I have never been to a cat hood. This is a cat hood. There's more.
I guarantee you there's somebody living in this green, like, for those of you who've never been to America, at like Home Depot, like they have these types of little shacks, and they're meant to store like gardening equipment and stuff. But like when I was a kid, I used to run in them and play like it was my house. And I guarantee you somebody's actually living in that motherfucker. That's all they could afford. They're usually around $3,000 or $4,000, but that's all they can afford. I guarantee you, he's somebody is living in that fucker.
Cats than people.
Take a left, right in that road down there.
Oh, yeah.
This place looks miserable. I think they can just keep it. If they want it that bad, they can just keep this town. I don't know why you don't want to move to this town. This place is just. Let's get out of here. Go to Houston.
Yeah, tell me how to get to Houston.
2 hours from Houston.
Head southwest, then turn right. Turn right toward East Freeway, then turn right onto East Freeway.
All right. Take a right down that. Oh, it's blocked. Go left then.
Yeah.
Easy on my rims, bro.
Turn right onto East Freeway.
This dude is annoying as fuck. Like all he's done is whine and complain. All he's done is whine and complain the whole drive and irritate the lady that's driving.
Avoids road closures on I-10 West past exit 847. Head southeast toward Woods Lane, then turn left at Woods
I think
Lane.
you can go out the other way, so you could just go back through the way you came.
Turn left at Woods Lane.
Like over there,
Yeah, it's just the way you came in. You can go through there.
go around this curve again.
Or you can just keep.
All right, so yeah, that ends the little tour of Sundown Town, Texas. I don't know. I didn't see a picture of the guy. Or I didn't see the guy's video. But so yeah, Sundown towns still exist. And that is what Mr. Aldean, I know I honored the bastard with the appellation Mr. But yeah, they still exist, and that's what this guy is nostalgic for. After exposing myself to this racist bullshit, I think I've earned a game of Civ. And you all, dear viewers, have also earned a game of Civ. So let's get it booted up. Wonder what nation I should play as, or should I just randomize it? I didn't know BMW made pickup trucks. Norway. A fucking black Viking. I think I'll just leave my fate up to fate. For barbarians, I can't be bothered. Well, let's see what the AI picks for me.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water,
the Maori,
to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. Coupe the Navigator. You named the land.
So when you play as the Maori in this game, you basically start out in the middle of the ocean. Because their creation myth was that they came from a place called Hawaii. Well, their settlement myth. They came from a place called Hawaii, and they basically went on this epic quest led by this guy, Coupe. There's land over there. Doesn't look like there's any luxury shit around here. We'll move a little further inland.
It is not wisdom, but authority.
Then I'd be up under a fucking volcano. Of course I would. That's ass. Let's try somebody else. Nothing against the proud Maori people. I just don't want a fucking desert island. Fuck it, I'll pick my own. Korea. My always kick ass is Korea.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now,
usually when I do Civ, I either do Korea or Mali. Mali because you can make a shitload of gold, and Korea because their science is basically overcharged. That's better. Now we're cooking. Just because I'm playing as Korean, it does not mean that I somehow support Juche. Juche is a undialectical, anti-materialist deviation from Marxism-Leninism.
At his best, man is the... Who deserves more credit than...
I think I've said this before, but St. Louis actually has the largest number of Bosnians anywhere outside of Bosnia. There's 35,000 Bosnians here. They actually have Bosnian Lives Matter protests because some asshole went into a Bosnian-owned like convenience store that some guy was running out of his house and murdered the guy's son or something. And the dude that did it was black, so there was kind of a bit of racial tension between Bosnians and blacks. Well, there actually kind of always has been. Like, there were race riots when between Bosnian and black teenagers at one of the high schools here in the 90s. My uncle told me about it. Why can't we all just get along?
I thought Clay must feel happy.
Yeah, I didn't want to be on a fucking desert isle. I remember how pissed everybody was when InBev, a Belgian-owned company, bought out Anheuser-Busch. Like, that was our institution. Like, that was what everybody knew St. Louis for. Fucking Budweiser. And then it got bought out by the Belgians. Judging by your many spelling mistakes, you've imbibed more than your share of our local product. What do you mean, who do I listen to? I like a lot of first and second wave ska. Golden age hip hop. That's it. I have a very eclectic music taste. But mostly ska and a bit of Motown. I need to get another fucking mouse. I scroll out, it scrolls back in. I'll fiddle with my settings a bit. I've got, yeah. I like House a little bit.
Skill without imagination.
Well, I listen to a little bit of House. I listen to anything that's made by black people.
When wasteful war shall...
Družitito mi te sekunemu. Družitito mi te sekunemu. Cigarette enjoyer, do you actually remember Yugoslavia? What was it like to live in Yugoslavia before it went to shit? Yeah, don't listen to that fucking poppy West Coast shit. The only good
reinvent the wheel. It was luxuries like it.
the only good like third wave ska is the Boston's anything off the East Coast. Catch 22, Fishbone, stuff like that. Well, I don't know if Fishbone was from the East Coast, but they're good. They're also more reggae influenced, but yeah. I know very little about music, I just listen to it. Oh, fuck this guy. Every game I gotta put up with fucking Mongols. Kublai Khan.
What a grand sight this must present in the wet.
Every fucking game. If it's not Alexander the Great, it's fucking Mongols. Why can't I just have punks to pick on like the Dutch? Or the fucking... Well, no, the Vikings aren't punks. Why don't you just put modern-day Norway in here so I could bully them? It always kills me when fucking white people are using a term developed by the Nation of Islam. Like, you all picked up the term Yakubian.
Interested in creating a
Y'all picked up the term Yakubian and turned it into a meme to refer to yourselves. Y'all are funny. Damn hipsters. Like, what would Elijah Muhammad think if he heard that, like, ironic millennials and zoomers are referring to themselves as Yakubians?
I don't underrate the value of milk. Yet in this captious and untenable Civ, a physician without a knowledge of...
You wouldn't get shot. The Nation of Islam actually forbid their security force, the Fruit of Islam, to carry guns. They are very skilled in karate and jiu-jitsu, though. And judging by what they did to Malcolm X, many of them do have guns.
Είσαστε έμπροσθεν βασιλείου. Αυτοκράτορο.
Ugh, fucking Byzantines. Yeah, should get your ass beat.
Writing is easy. It is equally important to have a
Hey, Jay.
The man who has grit enough to...
I never streamed on YouTube. I recorded my videos and uploaded them. I'm never bringing them back. I deleted them permanently. Their production quality was shit. And, yeah. I am my own best critic. They're never coming back. Don't expect them to. Oh, pretty. Oh, I have arrows now?
From the height of these pyramids, I've lived through some terrible things.
I see why other people who do this stuff ignore y'all's asses. Y'all are fucking nerve-wracking. If I paid any attention to chat, then I come back, I'd be fucking conquered by the Mongols.
I shot an arrow into the air. It fell to earth.
You went to go see Barbie. How was it?
Mysticism is the
It's good. Jay had a movie date.
Vessels large may venture.
This prick is already threatening me. Then I've got the fucking Byzantines over here. Oh, this is gonna be real fun.
The poets have been mysterious.
No, Jay, I do not share your self-destructive tendencies.
Everything has its limit. Iron ore can...
Is that the only thing you can get in your mountain shithole? L&Ms? I'm sorry, I did not mean to refer to your country as a shithole. I'm sure Serbia is very beautiful. I am not an American chauvinist. What makes you...
Wealth consists... If bread is the first...
What makes you think West Virginia will exist in any form after the revolution? That actually sounds fun. You are a professional cartographer? You actually do things for a living besides irritate me? I'll believe it when I see it. Oh, so you just...
Without mathematics, invincibility...
You just enjoy coming here, tormenting me, and distracting me from playing Civ. Hoping I lose. Let's see. Aren't there other people on Twitch you can troll and irritate? Some of which will actually get mad at you?
Normal people believe that
Yeah, I'm cursed by fire. Bro, why is Byzantine music so creepy?
politics is the art of the possible.
Clipping what? Me trying to do a Gregorian chant and failing? Oh, shut up. I don't like you either. You and your stinking ass calendar.
There is nothing but a plank.
No. The Mongols are converting my cities to Buddhism. Shut up. I hope the Ottomans are here so that they can fuck you up. No, she just irritated me last game I was in with her. I'm not giving you shit. Fuck you. Fucking spanakopita eating motherfucker. Shove a baklava up your ass. I hope the fucking Turks come and push your shit in. Greek motherfucker. Shut up. Rude motherfuckers in this game.
Set your course by the...
I can see we're gonna have problems. I need to start building my army up. Now you're going to say something nice after you insulted me. Progressive proletarian, you are a Western white. What are you talking about? It always kills me when, like, white people are like, oh, we need humbling. I'm like, bro, you're talking about yourself. Wait, you're Mexican. Or something. No, wait, I don't know. I have trouble telling y'all apart. Damn, that was a good deal. I should have accepted it. Look, I don't know you people. You all just come and sit in my fucking... You all just come and sit and say stuff in my Twitch shit. I don't know who you people are. I'm gonna say something on this thing to get me canceled one day. I can just feel it. BRG called Serbia a shithole. How could he say such things in this day and age?
Create with the heart.
It's okay, cigarette enjoyer. You've probably got more than enough Turkish ancestry. Like every other Balkan. Lady, shut up. Go away. Fucking talking to me for. Hey, Logie. Bolivia has a Maoist tendency? That's new. Yeah, I actually asked a Muslim friend, like, did Bosnians have Turkish ancestry? And he was like, apparently, like, during the genocide era, the Serbs were, like, killed the Turk. Because apparently they think that Bosnians are basically just secret Turks or something. I don't know. Bosnian politics, Balkan politics in general is just fucking weird and sad. Like, never call Bosnians Turks. Like, that's basically like the N-word over here. I'm like, wow. Well, I will have to remember that. But I was reading about the Srebrenica massacre the other day. Like, they just went through just, like, killing all the, like, teenagers. Every fucking body. Like, why? This fucking evil, sick shit. Like, you live with these people for decades. Like, you worked with them. You went to the bar and got drunk with them. Had fun with them. And then one day, you just get up and you kill... You just kill your fucking neighbor. Like, that's nuts. On the other hand, America's had pogroms and shit like that too, so I don't know why I'm acting surprised.
The purpose of education is to replace it.
Like I said earlier, why can't we all just get along? I'm not going to go around calling people Turks. Those people have knives. They can stab me. I don't go around calling people slurs. That's not nice. Well, if socialism is developed in Battle Creek, that would mean no more masturbating, because that's where cornflakes, I think, started. The guy Kellogg, he was very, very concerned about stopping people from masturbating. And apparently he thought that a diet of cornflakes would stop people from engaging in pleasuring themselves.
Man suffers only because he takes serious.
I think Canada would liberate us.
Remember that people break down too, not just machines.
Utah can't go socialist until we get rid of all the Mormons. Mormons are the primary stumbling block to the development of socialism in the United States. What's up, big bro? Sure. I love how the Maori theme in like the ancient era is just a haka.
We're all apprentices in a craft where no one...
They didn't consider us devils per se. They considered us fallen angels because we didn't accept the word of Jesus Christ, or we rebelled against Jesus or something. I think Islam has something similar. There were jinn who rebelled against Allah, and as a result, we were cursed with dark skin. So they excluded us from the priesthood for a long time. I think they only reversed that policy because they were about to have their tax exemption taken away. But yeah, Mormonism is extremely weird. It's also one of the only uniquely American forms of Christianity. Although I would say that most Christians would consider it a heresy. But yeah.
With the advance of feudalism...
I wouldn't know. I'm not a scholar of Islam. Nor am I a theologian of any religion. Maybe I got it from those Arabian Nights stories that I was reading. Fuck you, Lady Six Guy. I'm sending you shit.
If you see a castle under... Listen, strange women like...
Alright, take it easy. Stop asking me for shit, people. Damn. Why are these people hovering around my border? I pay as little attention to the ridiculous squabbles of European religions as possible. None of that shit impacts me.
Betwixt the stirrup and the ground.
They do have some pretty architecture, though. Granted, most of it was produced with slave labor or proceeds from the sale of products raised and built with slave labor, but pretty buildings nonetheless. Every horrible storm cloud has a silver lining. Islamic architecture is beautiful. Very smart, very wise, Jay. You have good taste in architecture. Oh, and now you draw maps. So you're not as stupid as you act. I knew you had a brain under your ostensible stupidity. You're not as stupid as you act. You have a degree in engineering. That's something I could not accomplish. Too much math. So we know who's going to rebuild all of America's infrastructure after it's inevitably destroyed en masse during the revolution. It's alright, Jay. I'll give you a job. After the revolution, of course. Not right now.
The Navy has both a tradition and a future.
Put you in foreign relations. That's a no-go just by your behavior here. You'd have us in war upon war upon war upon war. We'd be destroyed in 5 months because of you and your mouth. No.
People can have the Model T.
You've written a letter to Xi Jinping. Oh no! Because he totally has authority over me. My fucking dust storm. How does a dust storm make a fire? I think I just curse with fire in these fucking games. How does a dust storm trigger a fire? Answer that.
In peace, one is
I had a neighbor who was by a very nice lady.
Strategy requires thought. Plant like brave men. Till bread is broken, how can it?
Some traditions of Islam actually do allow you to drink. A lot of the Bosnian Muslims I know drink. They love their rakia, it's called. They're just like, it's basically like vodka, but it's Balkan. I've tried some before. That's some nasty shit. On the other hand, all alcohol is nasty to me. I have never had Malort. You being from Chicago, I knew you would bring that up.
There are very honest people.
Tequila is supposed to come from Mexico, not from Chicago. Yeah, I know what it's made from. It's nasty. Yeah, that's the, but see, you grew up drinking the shit. I didn't. But yeah, the music, that's the, Maori theme. They probably have the best music out of any civilization in this game. Like, their ancient era theme is basically just the haka. And this song that's going on now, Pokare Koreana, it's about a Maori soldier who goes off to World War II and leaves his girlfriend, if I recall correctly. It's a love song.
An architect should live as lit.
But it's basically considered the second national anthem of New Zealand. Yeah, it's a lot of good music in this game. The entire soundtrack is on Spotify if you want to listen to all of it.
Here, the dark brown amorphous basalt.
Erika. You can't cancel me, I'm black.
Man is a military animal.
I've got gunpowder in 820 AD. Or BCE, we're woke here.
Every man should make his son learn.
Get in line. Also, did you all know that black people literally invented canceling? Like, that is a black term that white rad libs and postmodernists have basically picked up and used as a proxy term to refer to what is basically internet harassment of people that you misunderstand or willfully took out of context for brownie points.
The more science intervenes in warfare,
indeed.
the day we stop exploring.
Oh, why am I in a fucking dark age? Maybe it's because of my whistling. The only two sharks that I know of are great white sharks and hammerheads probably, because they look cool. Where do y'all even get this shit from? Well, that's not surprising. Chris Rock is a punk and an Uncle Tom. You know, if I was a wiser man, I would say the Byzantines are getting ready to invade somebody. I wonder who they're getting ready to attack. I hope it's not me.
Astronomy is much more fun when you're not an astronomer.
Yeah, they're coming towards me. What did I ever do to you? Well, I did call y'all Greek motherfuckers. If I could have dinner with 5 people, living or dead, who would I have and where would I eat? Mao, obviously. Malcolm X, obviously. Stokely Carmichael, aka Kwame Ture. Frantz Fanon. And spice things up a bit. Asada Shakur, there must be at least one woman at the table. Where will we eat? I don't know. I think Asada might know some pretty decent spaces and spots in Harlem. Oh, the Maya are Catholic. Like, they independently developed Catholicism. The Maya independently developed Catholicism, and they're trying to convert Koreans to Catholicism. My God. You could have all sorts of shit happen in this game. I think there was one game playthrough that I watched where the Spanish developed Judaism. I mean, everybody has a sus era.
You must not lose faith in humanity.
Yes, I would definitely agree. Late Mao was definitely in his flop era. I don't have a sus era. I'm perfect. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. I got work to do. Anyways, good night. Plus, Jay is getting on my fucking nerves, and I don't want to say something that'll really get me canceled.